Hi, this is going to be a short editorial video on the 7th packet tracer activity within the Networking for Home and Small Business CCNA Discovery Learning Guidebook. In this activity, we will be talking about observing web requests. The program I'm using to do this with is the Cisco Packet Tracer program, which can be downloaded directly off the Cisco website. On this particular activity, they already have a network set up for us using miscellaneous switches, routers, DNS servers, and external clients. For the first part of this video, what we are going to do is try to access the ciscolearn.web.com site using a ping command. And for this, we'll want to left-click the external client PC. And this will open up a different dialog box. Click the desktop option and the command prompt option. And what we want to do from here is use the ping command to ping ciscolearn.web.com. There may be some timeouts here, but that's alright. You should still get a reply. And of course we got a reply signifying that we have a connection between the external client and our web server. And now what we're going to do is click the external client and go to the web browser, and we're going to type the Cisco Learn address in, ciscolearn.web.com. And what we're going to do is leave this open and then click on the Cisco Learn server, the web server, and go to config HTTP. And if you look at the HTML coding here, if you're familiar with HTML coding, you will notice that it matches up with how the website is laid out. And then once you've kind of looked that over, you can close both of those windows. And then we will observe the traffic between a client and a web server. And to do this, we'll set up what's called a complex PDU. And we'll click the external client to signify that it is the source. The create complex PDU menu pops up, and here we're going to want to make some changes. For the outgoing port, select application drop down, choose HTTP, and kind of move this box over to the side, and then select your server as your destination. And for this, we're going to use a source port of 1000. And the simulation settings, we'll want to choose the periodic interval and choose 120 seconds, and then click on create PDU. You know what, before you do that, I forgot to add that you want to, before you start creating that complex PDU, you want to hit the simulation button, which is the stopwatch behind the real-time button. And then click the external client for the source and the server for the destination, like we already talked about. And then after you have set up your complex PDU, you can hit the auto capture play button here. And this gives you kind of a visual representation and idea of how the packets are being sent within a DNS, within a network using DNS servers and web servers. Another thing I wanted to talk about here really quick was when we were in the ping command. When we ping that Cisco Learn site, ciscolearn.web.com, it actually shows the IP address of that site. This is all done using DNS servers, and basically, in layman's term, what a DNS server is it transfers an IP address into letters, so that it's easier for humans to work with and understand. We don't really tend to interpret things with numbers very well, and that's why we have DNS servers, which is a great technological advance for networking. This concludes my video. As a quick recap, what we did was use the ping command to access the Cisco Learn website. We also used the kind of a web browser to access that. And what we did was another thing we did was compare the HTML with the website itself, and then we sent a complex PDU from the client to the network to see how packets are moving throughout this particular network. This concludes my video. I will be making more videos in the future. Please feel free to comment me on this video and throw me some ideas of how I might have made this video better. Thank you for your time.